With AI stocks right now continuing to push their all-time highs, many investors and analysts are now starting to wonder what the next big thing is going to be in an attempt to get ahead of the curve, and many are speculating that that trend is going to be robotics. I'm Hugh from Wall Street X, and at number 3 on the list from barchart.com for the top robot stocks to buy right now, we have NVDA. The WSX 1 year for NVIDIA is 206.9, which is a 23.9% upside over today, and analysts are matching that at 206.93. We put the risk as medium, we put the reward as high. NVIDIA for us is going to be a buy right now because even though they have a high valuation, they have extremely high earnings forecasts. They have beat all 4 of their last earnings calls. They have low debt levels, and their TTM revenue and net income are doing super well. Most analysts align with us on our rating as a strong buy. And while they don't make robots directly, they do produce the chips that are going to go in the robots. And it's like the old adage, when there's a gold rush, you don't rush to the mine, you sell shovels. And NVIDIA is certainly in a great position to do that right now, should robots take off as the next investment craze. And this is really just a solid stock overall, even given that high valuation due to its strong earnings forecasts. Number 2 on the list is Taiwan Semiconductor, or TSM stock. The WSX 1 year for this is 283.04, which is a 16.3% upside, and analysts think this time next year it's going to rise 7.5% to 261.67. The risk we put as low, the reward we put as medium. That's going to make TSM a strong buy for us because they have a fair valuation, high forecasted earnings, and even though they've missed their last 3 earnings calls and have high debt levels, their TTM revenue and net income are doing incredibly well, and most analysts, just like us, are a strong buy on TSM right now. And similar to NVIDIA, Taiwan Semi is another huge chip manufacturer that actually has about 70% of the market share in the semiconductor foundry industry. I mean, 70% is insane for one company to have, which puts them in a very unique position right now, and that's going to give them the opportunity to fully capitalize and dominate in a widespread robot adoption scenario where they need those chips. And we fully align with the vast majority of analysts on this as labeling it a strong buy. And number 1 on the list for the top robot stocks to buy right now is Tesla, TSLA. The WSX 1 year for Tesla is 345.09, or a 1.6% decline, and analysts think it's going to decline to 4.5% this time next year to 335.13. We put the risk as high, we put the reward as medium. Tesla for us is going to be a sell, but with a caveat, because they have a high valuation, fairly high earnings growth forecast, although they're pretty mixed. They've missed 2 of their last 4 earnings calls, and they have low debt levels. Right now they have pretty flat TTM revenue and net income, and most analysts are a hold on Tesla right now as well. But overall, this is a fairly decent one, but it's pretty speculative right now, just given robotics are expected to increase their revenue fairly significantly. But even with that growth priced in, it's tough to justify their current valuation. And we'd really have to see at WSX to see how those robots are going to sell, to see the demand before we go ahead and readjust our rating. But if you think that there's going to be a lot of demand for their products, then this makes a lot of sense to pick up right now. Don't just listen to what analysts say. Just note that the high valuation is going to bring high levels of volatility. You're not going to get away from that, and you will have to adjust your position size to match your risk profile accordingly. So tread carefully, but it could be a great pick if you think robots are going to take off, along with their robot taxi and everything else they have going on over there. But those are going to be the 3 top robot stocks to buy right now, according to barchart.com. If you want to see Morgan Stanley's top 3 nuclear stocks to buy right now, go ahead and check out this video right here. Otherwise, be sure to give this a like, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you next video.